become a bricklayer and one was going off to become a plumber, saying, "It's all right, Mr. Hutton, I'll be earning twice what you're earning in a couple of years." Now, I kid you not, in 2 years, one of them came back and he was a bricklayer. He was being flown regularly up to Queensland to lay bricks, and he showed me his group certificate, and he was actually earning more than I was as an assistant principal, which is pretty scary. You're not allowed to do this nowadays. Sort of considered politically incorrect. But I'm told, I won't claim to have done this, but I'm told that if you throw a frog into a pot of boiling water, it's not really a nice visual, is it? But they will jump out. But if you actually put a frog in cool water and put him on the stove, he won't actually notice the gradual change in heat, and he'll actually just go to sleep and die. Now, please don't do this. But I would contend that schooling is in fact the same thing. Okay, school as we have it at the moment, you know, we call it the traditional model of education, but it's actually only the model where we have this sequential progression year by year and we hold students in batches has actually only been around for about 200 years. So it's not the traditional education that we think it is at all. Up until that time, students were still educated. We've had schools for thousands of years. But it was basically for elite, generally elite. It was generally for males, often done through the church.
What do you believe are the key characteristics of inspired leadership and climate change?
That's a very big question. I think the biggest one would be having courage to make a change, putting aside any fears that you've got of disapproval of people who are perhaps above you in the hierarchy, and the criticism of perhaps staff and some of the families. Do your research well and then have a go.
And what do you see as the major hurdles to transforming classroom practice, and how would you respond to them?
Basically, I don't think classroom practice needs reform. It needs a whole revolution, and we need to change it. The biggest key is by putting students back in charge of their own learning, which is how it actually should be in the first place, where students actually decide what they want to learn, and teachers are about assisting students to follow their passions and interests.